everyone, welcome back to the 10-day challenge and the final day here. Hope you're enjoying it so far. You filled out the iron matrix, getting the yardages dialed in, the ball striking's improving, the club path and the club face is improving. Today I'm going to take you through really a full practice session, and we're just going to take everything we've worked on the past few days and bringing it into the final day here. Now the next time you go out, no more practice sessions for now. I want you out on the course tracking your yardages, tracking everything from fairways and regulations, greens and regulation, your approach shots into the green. Are they going long and left? Are they going short and right? Track that. It'll help you then come back to the practice area and give you a more detailed practice plan that you can work on. Greenskeeper is just on my green, or on the green now. So do that, track your yardages, and then from there, how many up and down chances do you get, and how many putts you're making per round. Those statistics will help bring you back to the practice area and give you something that you can work on. Okay, we won't be hitting any full shots at the moment until he goes, but really just at the start of the practice session, the first thing I start to work on, I start getting my timing locked in. I start getting some strikes going, you know, just some maybe 50-yard shots at the moment, just to get ourselves nice warmed up, just to get some clean strikes going, nice and straight. Start to warm the body up, and you can follow along here if you're on the practice range. Start to get that step, things that we worked on day one, some simple drills just to get the timing locked in. Get some strikes going, make sure we're hitting the ball first, turf second. Some clean strikes. First thing in the morning here, you might be like myself, just get a cup of coffee, drop the kids off at Montessori, at school. And then we're out here. Rain has just passed. All the greenskeepers out. So we're just getting the timing going. Getting some strikes in. I want you to hit a few of these. Alright, perfect. So now we're going to get into some club face drills. And all I want you to do here is just hit little chip shots. But we're going to start closing the face first. Start developing our awareness again, constantly working on our skills of what the club face is doing. Turning that club face over. And then as we go on, we're just turning it in a little bit less until that ball goes perfectly straight for you. A little bit thin on that one. I could feel my weight just stayed back a small bit. We're turning the club face over, building a relationship with that club face. What's it doing? How is the ball reacting? And then from there, instead of turning it over, let's feel that neutral club face now. So nice. So we're going, the feeling here is parallel to parallel. Okay, nice neutral club face. Good, and once you're happy with that, you've hit some straight golf shots. Perfect. And now we're going to start to open the club face. With the open club face, the ball is going to go out to the right. It's going to have a little bit more height on it. Again, we're just chipping here. Having that open club face. Developing that awareness of what the club face is doing. It's an incredibly important aspect of the golf swing, so we always start out with just some chip shots, half swings, we're slowing it down. And then from here, we're just going to start to open that club face a little bit less. And start to bring that ball back into the center again. Okay, finish off here with one or two nice and straight ones. A bit thin, weight was back there. So if you're going through this and there's a specific shot, there we go, so like I hit two thin ones there, probably just one or two grooves low on the club face. So now I'm just gonna be really happy with this before I move on. So I'm just gonna feel my weight being transferred there properly. Get that nice crisp sound there that I'm looking for. Ball first, turf second, okay? So I'm happy with that. Get your body movements locked in. Okay, so that's club face, body movements correctly locked in. Now I'm going to go on to some club path drills. More left this time, because those greenkeepers are still there. So this is a simple club path drill that I go through. So I have this alignment stick on the ground at my target line, and I have this other one just going up my swing plane, or just measure it to your club shaft, okay? And from here, all I'm going to be doing here at the start is just some 3/4 swings, going up and down that club path. So my bad habit here, and what I work on, is that at the top of my swing I can get stuck. So my body fires and the club gets left behind here, and then I need to start to manipulate the club face coming into the ball. So firstly, we have this station set up correctly. Okay. So again, I'm leaving the weight back on my back foot. So what I need to work on here is I'm going to do my step drill. So I'm going to do a few of those. First thing in the morning, we are generally very lazy, and we want to accomplish a task with as little effort as possible. So another great drill that we can do here is leaving this ball. I only have a pitching wedge in my hand at the moment, so generally with the pitching wedge it's going to be in the middle of my stance. For this drill, it's going to be further up in my stance. What this is going to force me to do is coming down, I'm going to have to shift my weight properly into the golf ball in order to hit that ball first. Okay, and that'll force you to get your body moving correctly. Great drill I give to all my students. Their ball striking always improves with this. Okay, so now we're hitting the ground second, taking some nice divots up and down that swing plane. Perfect. Nice ball flight there. So we're going to go through a few of these. So you can see here with this alignment stick, if I was doing my bad swing, I'd be coming down from the inside and I'd be hitting that alignment stick. A little bit thin on that one. Oh, a little bit close to the greenskeepers. Okay, so we're up and down that swing plane, moving my weight correctly then into the golf ball. You can see there that finish weight is on the front foot more so than the back foot. Okay, getting some nice strikes in there now. I know that my swing plane is correct. Another thing you can do with this drill is if you have a few alignment sticks, put another one there. It's going to help with your swing path as well. You can keep the ball a little bit more forward if you want. Or what I do if I'm practicing something like that, getting my ball strike and my body moving correctly, I'll do it until I feel comfortable, and then I'll put it back into the middle of my stance. Okay, but you're doing the same motion. You're doing the same motion. That's the important thing here. So we'll just hit one more. Steep on that one. I always like to finish off on a good one. Okay, so that's our swing plane, our club path, getting our body moving correctly into the golf ball. Next I want to work on some rhythm and timing. So we're going to go in through the back hit stop drill. I'm going to do some humming this morning. You'll probably hear it in the mic. We can keep this station set up if we want. Oh, they're moving. That's great. Okay. So let's get a new station set up here. Some nice divot lines. Okay, so we have our new station set up. So if you missed this day, all about rhythm and timing, the goal here, so you can do the back hit stop drill, which is you say out loud at the top of your backswing back, you say hit when you hit the ball, and you say stop. Or the other one is you just hum. So you go, okay? And start to understand, it'll start to bring your conscious awareness basically of where the pitch is in the golf swing. So if it goes, gets really high, it means that you're forcing the action at a certain point in your golf swing. So a lot of students, that high pitch will happen back here and they're losing their power then coming into the golf ball. So at the start, okay, so I can feel myself there rushing a little bit. Important to get your timing locked in here. Okay, so I'm trying to keep it nearly pretty level throughout my swing as much as I can. Okay, and if it does come up in pitch, I'm trying to get it at the impact zone, which is right there, okay? You can also do back hit stop, back hit stop. Okay, so understanding the timing of where the club head is in the golf swing. Back, hit, stop. Okay, so the thing with the back hit stop drill is you got to look at the timing but also the tonality. You don't want back, hip, stop. You know, a lot of people try to beat the paint off the golf ball, but let the golf club do the work. So watch your tonality. So we wanted something like back, hit, stop. Okay, a little bit too soft on that one. Don't think the timing was correct. And you can see between the back hit stop and the humming, whatever works for you. Okay, nice strike on that one, nice little high fade. Okay, so practice your timing drills. Very important to get the club face correct coming into the golf ball. Helps with the club path. And then once you get the feeling locked in of the correct timing, you don't have to do the humming or the back hit stop. Just your body now understands the timing you need. You can go into hitting your golf balls. All right, so now you can do one of the best drills I think to finish a range session is the 9 squares drill. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's swap that one out. Here we go. So 3, 6, 9. Okay, perfect. So what I want you to do for this drill, we're going to get rid of all the training aids. And I want you to imagine that up there in the sky somewhere, there's 3, 6, and 9. Okay, so 3 squares on the top, 3 squares in the middle, and 3 squares on the bottom. The right is your fades, left is your draws, and straight is straight, obviously. Okay, so we're going to start out with a low fade, low straight, and a low draw. And before each shot, I want you to go through your full pre-shot routine as if you were playing on the course. Okay, this is the best way to finish a practice session. You got to practice how you play. Okay, on the course, you're doing your pre-shot routine. I hope you are anyway. If you don't, develop one, and that's how we also need to practice that on the range. Okay, so let's get into it. So we're going to go through low fade, so the ball's at the back of my stance, really one of the main things I'm thinking about. Okay, perfect, that's one. Low straight, get myself lined up, check my grip. Yep, perfect. It's 2 out of 2. Getting myself lined up here. Balance, grip. Happy with the alignment. Okay, turn the club face over nicely, nice little low draw. Perfect. That's 3 out of 3 done. Let's get into our stock shots then, or just the medium. Get ourselves lined up. Grip, balance. So stock shot fade. medium. Oh, that was nice. Perfect. All right, let's get just a stock shot draw. Going ball middle of my stance, grip, balance. I visualize the shot. Good draw. A little bit steep angle of attack, but got a nice draw there. All right, let's get into the high one. So the ball now has moved forward in my stance. Okay. For the fade, just opening up my body a small bit here. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Going well. 2 left. High straight. Again, alignment. You can see my pre-shot routine's exact every time. Ball a little bit forward in my stance. Absolutely perfect. So high draws left. Again, alignment. Take a breath. Visualize the shot, grip, balance. You could develop your own pre-shot routine. Maybe some of you want to take 2 or 3 practice swings, it's perfectly fine. That was a bit low. Okay, 8 out of 9, not too bad. There's the golf ball. So, look, that's a bit of a walkthrough about how I'd practice. There's a few balls left. The main thing I'm working on at the moment for myself is club pat. So I have a few balls left. I go collect some, maybe just the chip shots there I did, and really just finish out on slowing down my golf swing, recording myself, making sure I'm getting into the right positions I want to get into, and then go collect the golf balls, get a coffee and head home. So that's really the practice session with a Club Pro. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's going to help you. It's a bit of a culmination of what we did over the past few days, and then go out onto the course, track your statistics. If you want, I have a journal online that'll track all of your shots for you. I think that's very helpful. It'll just allow you to come back to the practice range and understand what you need to practice on. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the 10-day challenge. I think for the next one I'm going to do a 7-day driver one. Look at setup, launch, optimal spin, probably get it into the launch monitor, and yeah, help you guys hit some better drives. So anything else you're working on, you can email me info@swingcoach.ie or drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for joining me for this 10-day challenge, and I'll see you on the next one.